Hi guys, welcome to Behind the Setlist. Today I'm joined with the absolutely incredible Skynd. How are you feeling today?
I'm very good, thank you. We're playing a sold-out show tonight in Manchester, so I'm pretty excited and I feel very happy about that.
So happy it's sold out. It sold out recently, which I'm really happy about.
Yeah, same.
So you've got Manchester today, London tomorrow. How has the tour been so far for you?
It has been amazing so far. I mean, we haven't been on the road for almost like 2 years now.
Yeah, I was just going to say, yeah.
And I've missed it. I really, really missed it. So seeing all the Skyndicates again, it's amazing. Yeah.
I was going to say, have you had any fun interactions that have stood out to you this tour specifically, or any highlights so far?
My highlight was probably Frankfurt, because that was the first time, like the first show when we presented our new songs, and to see the people's reaction, that made me really happy. So that was my highlight, because I was really, really nervous to perform the new songs. And that the people reacted so wonderful towards it was amazing.
Yeah, I'm so glad. Also, I want to talk a bit about the set list, because you normally play all your songs, like most of the songs anyway, but there is one song that didn't make it to the set list, which are Violets Are Blue. Could you go into a bit? I've heard a little bit, but I'm not too sure. I wonder if you could go a bit more into it.
I mean, what can I say? We had to make a set list and we had to kick out some of the songs, because otherwise the show would be too long.
Of course.
And so I had to make a decision. Catherine Knight, Chris Watts, and Violets Are Blue couldn't really make it.
Yeah.
Because I felt like, for me, it has to have like if you have a set list, if the mood's going down, but it was up before, that's not what I want. I want to have like a build up,
No, that makes sense.
Violets Are Blue, Catherine Knight, and Chris Watts I didn't see them in there.
It kind of makes sense, because the other songs are like very different.
And because we have new songs, I was like, no, I want to play the new songs, because I feel like, not to say that the old songs aren't fun, but to play new stuff is more fun for my ADHD as well.
Of course. Yeah. I wanted to talk about your new releases. Congratulations, because you've been smashing it recently.
Thank you
You've
so
had
much.
Mary Bell, you've had Andre Chikatilo, you've had Tamara Samsonova. All insane releases. But I want to highlight a little bit on Mary Bell, because obviously this was a long time coming. You performed this live ages ago. So what made you finally come around to releasing it?
It was somewhere, like, we played it, and then I wasn't sure about the production. Father wasn't really sure about the production, so we just left it behind, and we just simply forgot about it, to be honest. Because we wrote new songs, and then because of my ADHD, I was like, no, I like the newer ones. But then we listened to Mary Bell again. I was like, why aren't we just releasing it? Because now we had the spark, we could finalize the whole production. And I was like, yeah, let's just release it. So that's what we did,
Yeah, because there was one live video of it on YouTube, and I was living off of that for so long. So when I heard you were releasing it, because that was a very local case to me. It happened just up the road.
That was the Electro, what was the name again of this club?
Oh my God.
It was in London in 2019. I remember.
Oh my God, I'm not good with London venues.
In 2019, that was before we went on tour with Baby Metal. That was the first and last time we played it.
So long ago, so I've been living off that. So to finally have it on Spotify, it's amazing.
Thank you so much.
So good. And also, what does it feel like to have so many people to talk about these cases with? Because Mary Bell is a case I never heard people talk about before. So now being able to talk about it with people, especially because it happened so close, it's amazing to me to finally be able to discuss it. So what does that feel like for you? It must be amazing.
It is. And sometimes what I feel like is the most amazing thing, if people just don't know about the case and they go home and they investigate it,
I love that.
and search all the facts and get all the story together. That makes me really proud as well to, get cases out there that people just don't know. It's a bit similar with Tamara Samsonova. You know her by the Granny Ripper, but you don't really know her by name.
Yeah.
So it's cool that people actually investigate those cases. Yeah,
because that was the case I researched more after the song came out, because that, in my opinion, is your best song. I think it's absolutely insane.
Thank you so much.
It's so good. As soon as I heard it, I was like, this is the one.
Thank you.
So it kind of pulls a lot of different genre aspects into it. What was kind of the inspiration behind the sound of this song for you?
For Tamara Samsonova?
Yeah, Tamara.
The Soviet Union, actually. Yeah. I wanted to have the Russian folklore in it, but also the modern pop feeling in it. Because I can tell stories better if I, use different genres to make it more tellable, or like the story more like soundable, if that makes sense to you.
No.
And so I played with the Russian folklore a lot, and I was listening to a lot of Russian music as well from this time, from the Soviet Union. That got me really inspired. And I feel like for the Red Chapter, it was important to have like an overall sound, you know, that works with Andrei Chikatilo tomorrow, and the next song that's going to be out soon.
I'm excited. I'm so excited. Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. And last night I was actually watching the video you did with Florence. It's super interesting, and I'd love to know if you'd want to do that with more of the future cases, like go more in depth.
We would like
so
to do
invested in that video. It was so good. I loved it.
Yeah, we're thinking about doing a series like that, you know,
Yeah, I'd love that
she
so much.
can actually tell the story from a different point of view.
Yeah, it was really interesting to watch, seeing two different points of views. I'd love to see that for more of the cases. Obviously, your recent music videos, Andrei Chikatilo, is absolutely insane.
Thank you so much.
I want to know what the thought process is behind these videos, because obviously you kind of put so much thought into them. Every detail is literally perfect. So how long does it take to kind of make these music videos into real life?
Chikatilo was a process, almost a year that I got like the visual idea behind it. So that was a long process for me, because Chikatilo has been really important to me to depict it, like, or to show it like it, not like the real Chikatilo, but it was important to find a good actor.
Yeah.
And we couldn't find a good actor.
Yeah. I wanted to say the recent music video, insane. Your makeup looks, everything is just perfect. The actors you find, especially for Eileen, I feel like that one was incredible.
Eileen was incredible.
Yeah.
We were so lucky to found her as the actor of
incredible.
Eileen. She was like
Perfect.
copy
You
of
couldn't
her.
have picked anyone better. It was absolutely incredible.
Not everyone sees it that way. Like with Chikatilo, I got a lot of critics like, yeah, he's too young, or he looks too good. But look at Ryan Murphy, for example, like Jeffrey Dahmer. He's fucking hot. So let me do my thing.
Exactly.
Just
Like,
let me do my thing.
And he smashed it. So,
Thank you.
obviously this tour, your set list is so long. You've got 2 new songs. I've heard a lot of people say one of them is their new favorite Skynd song ever. So I want to say, what is kind of the inspiration behind these new songs, or what made you pick out these cases? Don't know how much you can say. But
For Jimmy Savile, I mean, it's out there probably. Jimmy Savile,
that's the
it's
one I've heard.
pretty obvious, you know, with the Epstein files and everything coming out with the Me Too movement as well. It was really, really important to me to have a case like him to talk about this problem that we still have, you know, with like the pedophiles and stuff, and people don't really, you know, be honest about it.
Yeah.
So I feel like just call them out. That's why I wanted to call
That's what
him
we should
out.
all be doing. Hello?
Yes,
Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
And
So-
I mean, Jimmy Savile, he's that example for me. He died and then everything came out, but people knew before.
Exactly. Yeah.
But they ignored it, and I don't want to ignore it. So that was really, really important to me. And Mikhail Popkov, he just fits the whole vibe for the Red Winter chapter.
Yeah, for sure.
It just fits because it's a more modern case, but he still grew up in the Soviet Union. And because he was this werewolf, you know, he was married, he had a daughter. His daughter never believed that he is actually a serial killer. And he wanted to clean the streets from prostitutes because he didn't like women, loud women. He didn't like women who party. So I was like, this is something that helps me opening up another chapter if I end this chapter with Mikhail Popkov.
Yeah, I think it works so well. That's a case I've not really researched that much, but I think the Jimmy Savile one is so interesting. And I did see the live
And
video
it's
of
sad.
it. It is really sad, and
It
it's
is
kind
sad.
of nice to finally have someone come out about it, talk about it
Yeah,
properly.
yeah.
I'd love to see you go more in depth about it once the song hopefully comes out soon. Hopefully,
I will.
because it does sound absolutely incredible, and I'm
Thank you
excited
so
to hear it live tonight.
Thank
But when you're researching these cases, because I can imagine it's something you do a lot. What kind of clicks in you to be like, I want to write about this song, I want to make people more aware of this
It's
case?
this spark, you know. Now I have this new concept. I don't change anything. I just have the concept that, you know, you have one topic for the chapter, like the Soviet Union, for
Yeah.
example, and it helps me to stay more focused, you
Yeah.
know, on the cases that because of my ADHD, I tend to move really fast
Yeah.
with the topics. So for me and Father, it's easier to have one topic and then we write 3 songs about this topic, and then we can like hold on to something better
Yeah.
than just like like I did it before. I was just, okay, that actually gives me the spark of creativity, so I'm going to just write about that. And now we have this whole topic that helps me to just stay more focused with father, if that makes sense.
Yeah, of course. I feel like I love how you guys work together, like such a powerful duo. Circle back to the Skyndicate, because I think you have one of the most dedicated fan bases probably ever. And I just love how, personally, I've made friends for your fan base. Like, I think it's absolutely incredible. So what does it kind of mean to you to see the same faces it shows, like on the barrier?
Oh my God, that means the world to me, because I was a loner when I grew up, and I wish to have a community like this. And that I have this community, and they're all like looking after each other, and they found each other like besties now.
Yes, so good.
This means the world to me. This is why I'm actually doing this, bringing people together, even if they think, oh, I'm weird. The other girl in this group is weird too. We're all weird here, and I love that we feel like one big family.
Yeah, it is the best thing ever.
And to see the same faces over and over again, and that they're actually spending their money on tickets is...
And also skin tattoos I've seen a lot of, which must be... I can't even imagine how that would feel.
This is like a dream to me.
Yeah, I can't even imagine.
It's an honor as well to have you on there, like as a tattoo. Your face, it's amazing. Yeah.
Even the logo, some people do actually have you tattooed on them. Insane. To feel, but I
and
feel
so good.
Yeah. Oh
so
well some of them are insane. I look at them and I'm like, that looks just like a photo of you, like transferred on the arm. But yeah, people flying over different countries for you. It's insane. And you have the Discord, the Patreon, everything. Such a strong fan base. I love it so much.
Thank you so much.
And it's so nice because you all get to discuss the same topics.
Exactly. And no one needs to feel bad about having that interest,
Yeah, that's the thing.
Because if I can be a role model to people who feel like they're weird or they don't belong, just look at me. Exactly. I mean, I thought I don't belong in this world because of my interest. And a lot of people told me, until I met father, everyone was like, no, you can't sing about that.
Yeah.
That's not something women do. And, I want to, maybe a role model is too big of a word, but I'm just trying to be and help people to get more comfortable,
For sure.
And more self-confidence,
Yeah. Finish it off. What will the rest of 2026 look like for you in one sentence?
More songs.
Yeah. You've been smashing it recently.
Obviously, we're still on tour, so more shows and more releases, more videos, and a lot of new things to come.
Very exciting. Yes. Well, thank you so much for your
time.
Thank
you so much.
Go stream Tamara Samsonova because it is Song of the Year.
Thank you.